Howdy everybody, this is Laura with Jot and Tittle Typewriters. Welcome to our typing demo. This is a 1970s Adler J5. The Adlers, this is my first J5, but the J4 that I've done in the past was amazing. And in fact, I still follow the lady on Instagram who bought it and she just loves it. We did not paint this. This is the original color. Keys and everything on it. Oh, and by the way, will you give us a thumbs up? If you're watching this, just, take 2 seconds to give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. So we're going to take a look at how to use this, and then I'll do a typing demo so you can see how it types. Now, if you haven't figured out, I initially started these videos to help the people who are purchasing our typewriters so they can see how it works and how to use it before they buy it. Obviously, the majority, 99% of people who watch these videos, you guys are using it to learn how to work your own. And I'm so happy that we're able to help you. So just the little thing of adding a thumbs up or sharing this really just helps us expand our reach, and hopefully we can one of you will become one of our customers. But we also have ribbons and typewriter covers and typewriter pads on our website at jotandtittletypewriters.com. So we really appreciate it if you can support our videos by supporting our business. All right, let's take a look here. So I love the carriage. The Adlers remind me a lot of Olympia typewriters, just in the feel of their performance. Here are your margins. Okay, nice and smooth. You press and drag. This little piece of metal right here, that's going to be your paper holder. On the side, and it's on both sides, this is your carriage release. So if you pull that in, it's going to release the carriage. Now, I do believe this has a carriage lock. Oops, right here. This is going to be your carriage lock. And that's good for transporting, which I should have locked the carriage before I tipped it. But here is a paper release, so that releases the tension on the paper. And then line selector. That, and the line selector is when you hit the return handle, is it going to advance one, or there's a single space, there's a double space. This releases the roller, so that kind of helps you if you need to do any fine adjusting, superscript, subscript kind of stuff. Because otherwise, see how you hear it click? That's every half a line. Obviously, when I do these videos, I'm doing it because I'm assuming you guys don't know anything about typewriters. And if you do know about typewriters, thank you for your patience. Okay. So I'm going to move that over to the left, pop off the top. Let's take a look at the inside. Here is the universal ribbon that we've put in. If you need new ribbons for your typewriter, we have a couple different options on our website at jotandtittletypewriters.com, including if you have a specialty size ribbon, please, we have the option where you can send us your spool, because we have bulk ribbon and we will wind your spool for you. Otherwise, we do have the universal ribbons. Okay, when you do change it, they just pop up and down. There are little arms, kind of like the Olympia has here. So you just move the arms back, pop them in and out, and then make sure it's threaded properly through these guides, black on top, red on bottom. Now, our ribbons do not have the grommets that are necessary for an auto reverse. So you have to manually reverse your ribbon, which you do that either side. It looks like little arms going out, and it looks like it's just a piece of the machine holding it together, but you actually, it's the auto reverse, it's the manual reverse, and you just flip it. You can do it on either side there. Okay. See right here. And that's how you manually reverse the ribbon. This plus and minus, this just determines how hard your strike bars are going. Tight bars are going to strike your paper. Let's pop the top back on. And make sure it's all the way in. That happens to me every once in a while. I'll put it in and I don't wait to hear it snap. And the clearance between the return handle and the top on all the typewriters is very narrow. So if you don't snap it all the way down, there's a chance it's going to scrape the top of your typewriter. Okay, so this does have a tab function. There's your tab key. And then to clear, you press up. To set, you press down. That's what the plus and minus is for. And then here's your color selector. There's a white option, which is a stencil, and your typewriter's just not going to type on that. So you don't ever want it on the stencil. And then you have black and then red. All right, let's go ahead and do our typing demo. So you just take your paper and you set it right here, turn the handle. Gosh, that threaded really nice. Make sure the paper's underneath the bar. I bring it up to make sure it's nice and even, which it is. And if it wasn't, again, you just pull that forward and then you can adjust your paper. Just make sure you re-engage. All right, I'm gonna double check my margins. Gonna bring them in. And let's do some typing. So this is a 1970s. It could be a late 80s. I don't know exactly what year this one is. It can be anywhere from a 68 to mid 70s, I believe. Oops, yeah, I wanna change that. Okay, let's go ahead and check these. Oh, I like that. It actually, the font, which I don't know the name of it, looks like an early typewriter font. It reminds me of the very, not early typewriter, early computer font. It reminds me of the font that I saw on the very first computer I ever saw. I was in elementary school, and it was this giant box in our library, and it was only used for like special testing. It had one purpose. And you would go and you'd sit inside. It looked like but this was before ATM machines. It looked like a giant ATM machine with a big screen, a green screen. And this is the shape of the letters that were on it. So it has a very early modern look to it, the font. And I remember I had to take a math test or something on that computer. It was very intimidating. The computer was bigger than I was. That's not saying much, but anyway, that tells you how old I am, because the first home computers didn't even, I mean, we had one, but it wasn't common. I had one growing up, but it was very uncommon. I mean, it was a word processor. But the first, real computer I didn't have until I was married, so. Okay, dating myself here. Okay, I'm gonna let that go because that's, you hear the bell. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so it's gonna stop, and then you just hit the margin release, MR. So that bell says, hey, you're at the end of your margin, you only have a couple of spaces left. And so normally when you hear the bell, you hit the return handle. If you keep going and it stops, then you use MR for margin release. Your backspace is right here. So if you make a mistake and you need to go back, then you use that. Backspace does not erase, but you can just type over. Okay, I love this font. It's really clear and easy to read. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next line. Very nice. Okay, and I'm gonna change colors. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. Let's keep typing. Oh, this types, it types very well. The keys feel very good and solid. This is in great condition. That being said, if you have small hands like I do, or if you're looking for a typewriter for your kids, this is probably not the typewriter for them, because you do have to press pretty far down and use a little more pressure when typing on this typewriter. Not that it's hard, or not that there's something wrong with the typewriter, it's just this typewriter. I don't think kids will be able to type well on this. It's gonna be a one finger dink, dink, dink thing. Same with those of you who have, like me, small hands. This is not something, I like this typewriter, but it's not something that I would be able to use on a regular basis just because my hands are too small. Okay, so take that for whatever it's worth. Okay, I can see this for a college student, or this is more of a this isn't like a what's the words? I'm losing my words. This typewriter, it works extremely well. But I see this as more of a thoughtful writer. Yeah, when I'm typing on it, I just feel like this is like a college student who's typing out something that he's really, it's not that it's highbrow and super serious, but it can be. But I just see this as a very deep ruminating or a hardworking typewriter. I don't know, I'm losing my words. But anyway, even if you are super creative and happy and bubbly and whatnot, you'll still like it, but that's not the personality of this typewriter. This typewriter is a get it done, we've got work to do. Or, hey, it's also, I get the feel that it's like an adventure typewriter. So maybe you've just gone on a African safari or something like that, and you're coming back and you're cataloging your experiences. That's what I see in this typewriter. So obviously anybody can use any typewriter. I just try to give you an idea of what I'm feeling as I type and as I'm working with it, what emotions and what imagery it evokes in me as I'm typing. So I hope it helps you. If it doesn't, so be it. Anyway, thanks again for watching. May you be blessed in all you do. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.